they had him like fill in for the reporter for the hockey game, and he like admitted he was talking about it.
You've seen the, I mean, I don't know why this popped in my head, but you've seen the weather report thing where the numbers were off and the temperatures were like zillions of degrees?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is a required thing for this class. Hold on.
I follow this guy on Instagram. He's like a fake sports reporter, so he takes videos and like he voices over the real reporters just to make them funny. And like,
I like Ozzy Man.
yeah. And when he was like going at the Winter Olympics, he's like, Winter Olympics, where we can see which country is the best rich athletes.
Is this the guy?
Who was privileged?
Who was privileged? Whose parents had the most money?
Okay. This is the guy.
All right, let's go over to Mike Woods. He is here with kind of a interesting story.
A fellow forecaster.
Yes, a fellow forecaster,
Oh,
Corey
we-
McCloskey.
We don't want to hear your...
right now.
Yeah, here we go.
Into the temp. Wow, you thought it might be happening to me? Well, take a look at what happened to Corey. Things got very warm over there.
Bring you on into the temps, and we're all doing okay. Wow, 750 degrees in Gila Bend right now. And 1,270 in Ahwatukee. Now I'm not authorized to evacuate Ahwatukee, but this temperature seems pretty high.
Cade Creek is really
Yeah, Cade Creek, Fountain Hills, they don't look good either. And frankly, Wickenburg is a total loss.
You gotta love it, Corey. All right, Corey
we gotta
McCloskey
get
now
the rest
joining
of
us
that.
live from.
Like unfazed. Like,
Maybe, is this...
We'll bring you on into the temps, and we're all doing
It
okay.
gets better than
Wow,
what he just did.
750 degrees in Gila Bend right now.
I'll bump it
In
for you.
Ahwatukee. Now I'm not authorized. Seems pretty high.
Cade Creek is really
Yeah, Cade Creek, Fountain Hills, they don't look good either. And frankly, Wickenburg is a total loss. You might as well just get out of anywhere along this 60 years. Very warm. Surprise is starting to heat up as well at 1,300 degrees. So, again, the safe spots seem to be Chandler and Mesa. Scottsdale is doing okay so far, but, you're sort of surrounded by some pretty intense heat. So, again, I'm not your dad, but I would get out while you still can. I think steel boils at about this temperature, so there's probably nothing left up there right now. So don't even bother looting up there. It's not going to be worth it. But here's the way the rest of the day shapes up. 75 this afternoon, and the sunshine has broken out. I think we'll see plenty more of it tonight.
Didn't even lose his step. I think steel boils at this temperature.
really impressive. Props to them.
That's from like 2 years ago or something like that. It's not that long ago, but it was all he did. It was whole rounds to all the late shows and stuff like that. So I think I actually looked it up. Steel actually boils at a higher temperature than that. I didn't even think that was a thing. I didn't think they like kept track of like the temperature at which metals boil. But no, it is a thing. Yeah, they have also. But steel boils at a higher temperature than that. It's like 6,000 degrees or something. It's hotter.
What temperature does it melt at? Well, I mean, if you
Well, I guess maybe it melts at around that temperature, but it doesn't actually start boiling. Like, why do we need to know at what temperature does steel start boiling? Like, who boils steel?
probably so they don't like.
Is it maybe get some of the imperfections out or something?
3,000 Celsius. Some engineers needed something to do.
You know, it's like you're making mac and cheese, bring the water to a rolling boil. At what point do you need to bring steel to a boil?
And how do you do that? It's like as soon as it turns into like gas, you don't want to breathe that in. Well, you don't use
Well, just because it's boiling, does that mean does that necessarily mean that it's turning into it's going into gas form? I mean, it just means it's so hot that it can't maintain its structure. Or does boiling actually mean the conversion to gas?
But that's what I thought.
All right, so everybody needs to present on that at their final presentation. Somebody's gonna remember that. They're gonna have a slide on the boiling point of steel. It's like, let's get into the nitty-gritty. All right, so everybody's specifications document is in. I will have those graded. I'm hoping this afternoon before my evening class, but no later than, let's call it 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. They should be all done. But I will try to get them done tonight if I can somehow pull it off. In any case, what we should do, so we will not meet from, I guess, this point forward until maybe couple weeks after midterms, we'll kind of get together for like a progress report. Maybe everybody will do a little 5-minute pitch to say how far behind they are and embarrass themselves, that kind of stuff. Okay. Then as we get towards the end of the semester, we'll meet again to do talk about the presentations and what they need to look like, and I'll assign presentation time slots. Presentations will be done the week before finals, and then we might finish up the last ones if we have to at the final exam time period for this class. All right, so that means that depending on where you are in the rotation for presentations, you might be presenting not quite a finished product. Because you might have another week and a half to work on it after that or something like that. I will try to get the order and times of the presentations out as soon as possible. Maybe I'll try to get it next week. So there can be some negotiations if you want to trade with people or something like that. So you kind of know where you're going to be in the time slots, whatever, coming up. Let's see what else. So
send out like a Slack message then whenever we're gonna meet for, like the midterm.
yeah. So make sure you're on Slack. Make sure that you have notifications set up. I might be nice and also send an email, but rely on Slack. I like to use Slack, and I like it when people get embarrassed because they're not using Slack. So use it.
Yeah, like
Huh?
Tuesday, four of us are sitting here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like Tuesday.
Really?
To be fair, my class before this is in here.
Oh.
We were just waiting.
But did you see it on Slack?
Not until John said something.
No.
But because I had to restart my computer and Slack didn't reopen.
Don't you have a cell phone with Slack on it?
I don't get push notifications for the
Set up push notifications for 491.
I was sitting at home. I was like, oh, no class. Awesome.
All right. So in any case, we won't meet next week. We won't meet the week after that. I'll send out notifications for when we're going to meet next. Having said that, though, that doesn't mean that you can't meet with me. A couple of you already have a standing meeting with me once a week. And that's fine. If you want to set that up, that's what I'm here for. It just doesn't make sense for us to all sit in a room when everybody has a different project. So if it would benefit you to keep you on task or whatever to meet with me once a week, twice a week, whatever makes you happy. Don't just waste my time. But if you want to meet, I'm happy to meet. And we'll set up the schedule. I'll put it on my calendar and all that stuff. So think about that, if that might help you stay on track. Because sometimes people, if you actually have to face somebody every single week with like a progress report or something like that, things go a little bit better than when you get to week 6 or 7 and realize that, I probably should start that. Okay. The other thing I'd encourage you to do, and I mentioned this one of the first couple of days of class, was set a schedule for yourself. Kind of treat the project like it's work. All right, so give yourself a work schedule. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you have these set hours, you're going to work on your project, whatever it is. And if you have to skip a day, then reschedule for another day so you can keep yourself on that cadence so you're not at the end of the semester trying to, play catch up when you just aren't going to be able to function working, 90 hours a week on your project. All right, so try to stay ahead of things moving, from the beginning. All right. Questions about how things are going to work moving forward? Anybody else have any questions about their projects or anything you want me to talk about right now? All right, so everybody's going to get on Slack. If you want to set up regular meetings or something, you'll message me on Slack. Even if you just want it doesn't have to be a regular meeting. If you just say, hey, can I meet with you early next week for a one-off, it's fine. Don't ignore that. I'm here. All right, make sense? All right, I'll see you when I see you.